Three enthusiastic business people get ready to go into a meeting. As soon as they walk in, one person falls unconscious. Simultaneously, many people pass out dead throughout the city, and several accidents take place at the same time. Meanwhile, at the University of Chicago, Dr. Joshua "Josh" Keyes is teaching students about sound waves. His lecture is interrupted by two men in black suits who insist he come with them. Josh is confused but agrees anyway. They get him on a jet and bring him to a facility in Washington, where Josh meets his old friend, Dr. Serge Levesque. Serge is a nuclear weapons specialist and was urgently called to the facility. They are taken to a morgue-like place with many dead bodies and are greeted by Lieutenant General Thomas Purcell. The lieutenant informs them that all the dead bodies have the same date and time of death. By the clue, Josh instantly guesses that all of them had pacemakers inserted into their hearts. The duo is here to help them figure out what caused the pacemakers to stop working. The lieutenant assumes that it is the result of an electromagnetic pulse weapon, but Josh assures him that it cannot be possible. Meanwhile, in Trafalgar Square, London, many birds start falling dead on the ground, while others randomly launch at people and buildings. Sometime later, Josh and his coworker friends watch the news about the event on TV. Josh finally realizes that the deaths of the people and the bird attacks might be related to the Earth's magnetic field. He asks his coworker to get a hold of any other similar bizarre events happening around the world. Josh then gets on his computer, hoping that his theory is wrong. Somewhere else, in outer space, Major Rebecca Beck Childs and Commander Bob Iverson are ready to land the space shuttle Endeavour back on Earth. When they enter the atmosphere, a magnetic instability causes them to lose connection with mission control. Then, they notice the shuttle's line of launch is wrong, and it is about to crash land. Beck quickly makes some calculations and changes the course. Following her calculations, they land into the LA River, avoiding any property damage or loss of life. Meanwhile, an Earth specialist named Dr. Konrad Zimsky is approached by Josh. He presents his ideas to Zimsky, who condescendingly asks him to meet at his office. Later, Josh explains about the magnetic field to him, but an arrogant Zimsky claims it to be false. Although Zimsky acted like he didn't care, after Josh leaves, he brings out a secret file and calls Lieutenant Thomas to tell him about the discovery. Meanwhile, Josh and Serge are at a bar talking when they are interrupted by the guards again. They take the duo to a conference where high-ranking officials concerned with the matter are called. Zimsky presents the discovery as his own and asks Josh to explain it to the panel. Josh uses a half-cut peach to represent the Earth and explains that the Earth's inner core has stopped spinning for an unknown reason. This means that the electromagnetic field around the Earth will soon disappear, which will further expose the Earth's surface to unfiltered solar radiation. Josh uses fire and a peach to show what will happen to the Earth in a few months. The lieutenant asks for a solution, and Josh replies that there isn't one. However, Zimsky is adamant about finding a way to restart the planet. The group immediately flies to Utah to meet Dr. Edward Braz Brazelton. Braz shows them his invention called the ultrasonic lasers, which can create holes in any dense rock. Using this technology, they can create a hole through the ground that will lead them to the Earth's core. Lieutenant Thomas offers Braz all resources he needs to create a ship that will take them to the core. They plan to set off nuclear charges into the Earth's core to induce force that will rotate it again. While inducing the charges is not that difficult, traveling to the core is the team's biggest